Yeah, I'm bidding on the Escalade right now. Yeah. I bought the cheapest new body style Escalade I've ever seen, which is that one right there, 2017. So I am at a dealer auction, just hunting around. I don't want to buy any more cheap cars. I know the videos perform well, but honestly, the customers are a pain in the butt. The cars are a pain in the... Wow, check this out. I want this. Someone did what I did in my Escalade to a Humvee. Oh my goodness, I want this. What? What? This thing is amazing. How were the cuts? So they just removed the doors, which was awesome. How were their cuts up here? So mine was tough with my Humvee, but it looks like they just blocked it off. Oh my goodness. This is so much cleaner than my Escalade is. I love it and I want it. Oh my goodness, I want it so bad. They did a great job with it. All the cuts are clean. Cool. And then we have a nice blue Jeep Wrangler, 2020, 30,000 miles. Now listen, I get it. I started this video by saying I don't want to buy cheap cars. I don't want to buy projects. And then I instantly stopped what I was saying and went over to the Hummer. I don't want to sell that. I want it for myself. I want to buy just nice, clean cars. Like my Wrangler's a 23 with 18,000 miles. It's so easy to sell because if people come look at it, there's nothing to pick apart. I don't want to sell Kias and Altimas and headache cars because headache cars bring headache people. I just want to buy nice, respectable, fair price cars. So that's what we're at the auction looking for today. I do enjoy a project. I love my Escalades, and there's a bunch of Escalades here, and the prices have come down a lot, so we'll look for some Escalades and see what else we can find. A 2022 Audi A6 maybe, or is this an A8? 6. Well, the A6s have gotten big. Just talked about Escalades, but this thing's been repainted and it's TMU, and I don't like the wheels, so we're gonna stay away from that one. I want sellable ones. I'm gonna keep looking in a minute, but I don't want to miss the auction, so we're gonna see what's running through the auction now. I don't want this, but this is something that's pretty neat. 1963 Thunderbird. Not like, where's the door handle? Oh, cool. That's the door handle on it. Wow, this is clean. I am not interested in it, but this is a neat car. It has like a matte finish, not a high gloss on it. It's so cool to still see these things on the roads. Now, a lot of these are new car trade-ins, like this Miata right here. So when you trade in your car to a dealer, they're not gonna sell a 2002 Miata, so they run it through the auction and people like me buy it. Now, going against what I said earlier in this video, a 2002 Mazda Miata would actually be a lot of fun for me to buy. They're super incredibly reliable. Not much can go wrong mechanically. Like, this is when cars were great. It probably has crank windows, maybe it has power windows, but even that, the windows are easily replaceable. The tops are easily replaceable. There's not much tech to this car. Actually, there's no tech to this car. It might have a radio, AC, and cruise control. Automatic transmission, I'd prefer it in a manual transmission, but the seats aren't ripped. This is cool. What's good about finding it in auto is it's most likely not abused. It wasn't like some kid's race car. Top is glued in a little bit up there. I love trucks. This is gonna be big bucks, 2020, but actually no, 140K miles with a 6.2. This Denali is pretty nice. Seats flat on it. That's a sharp truck for 140,000 miles. Question is, have the lifters been done or do they need to be done? And if they need to be done, so does the cam. So that get pretty pricey if you don't test drive these. The Tahoe's too new, but this 2017 Escalade isn't. It was incredibly faded. These things have come down so much in value. And just like I said with the GMC, it may be misfiring. It may need a cam. It may need lifters. It may have a shutter in the transmission torque converter. You just don't know. But for the money, it's worth a gamble on these. So we will keep that on our radar for sure. I buy a lot. And the good thing is I know it. So buy what you know and just keep repeating the process. So yeah, I know and anticipate what it's going to need. So I anticipate that in the price when I'm paying for it. So if it needs work, it's built into the price I purchased it for. If it doesn't need the work, then I won. That's it, I want even more. I know Jeep Wranglers and I love Jeep Wranglers, so same thing like with the Escalades, I know what goes wrong with them. I just sold my 2023 Wrangler with 18,000 miles, and this generation, the JK, so JKU is 4 doors, JK is 2 doors. This is the newer interior, so it's at least a 2011. It's actually 2015 with 123,000 miles. Manual transmission, no check engine light, also no AC. Jeeps are fun, I enjoy buying them, I enjoy working on them, and I enjoy selling them, and the people that buy them are pretty cool generally, so I wouldn't mind Wranglers, but my Wranglers haven't been selling. I know I just sold a brand new one, but like my 2007 to 2015 Wranglers have not been selling. I don't know if it's a thing with the Jeep Wrangler market or what. I'd be curious to know what's going on with the Jeep Wrangler market. Does anybody know? Clue me in, please, because I'll stop buying them if they're not selling. Mine aren't selling at least. I have 2 for sale right now. Oh man, FJs are cool, but they run forever. So this is a clean FJ Cruiser, and how many miles are on it? Let's see. They hold their value no matter what the miles are, they just don't go down. Okay, so this one has 349,000 miles. And did I just do that? I think I just did that. And that is why they don't go down in value, because they don't die. They just get rusty. So if you find one that's not rusty, they don't go down in value. 30-inch wheels on a 2010 Chevy Camaro. And this thing is running through auction today. I am going to show you again. 30-inch blades. How did they get this to even fit? Oh, I'll tell you. They cut the bumper, but it fits the fenders. Nope, they cut the fender to the quarter panel. How did these 30-inch wheels fit the front fender? That is the factory fender. Nope, it's cut here, and the bumper's cut right here to fit these gigantic wheels. And although the rims are gigantic, the tires are insanely narrow. They look like pizza cutters. 150,000 miles, 2010. Is it a manual transmission? Oh, it's an automatic, but it has leather. So is it an SS with a V8 maybe? Ah, bummer. That is a 3.6 liter V6. So a 6-cylinder automatic with 157,000 miles on 30-inch wheels. I know 20s are called dubs or 22s are called dubs. What are 30s called? It has been resprayed. I can see all the overspray in here behind the license plate bracket. I have two questions for you. Number one, how do you even put a value on this car? What is that thing worth at auction? Number two, what type of person drives a 2010 6-cylinder automatic Camaro with 30-inch wheels? We are on a family road trip, and I am getting cash back all over the country because of my Upside app. So if I just log into my Upside app, it will tell me what gas stations are near me giving cash back. So the Shell gas station gives 12 cents cash back. Amoco, 2.6 miles away, gives 12 cents cash back. There's actually a Fresh Market, so it's time for lunch. We can get 19% cash back. So at the Shell gas station, I'm going to go ahead and claim the offer pump. It's linked to my credit card that I'm going to use, and it will automatically get 12 cents per gallon cash back into my account. And you can cash out with Starbucks cards, Amazon gift cards, cash, movie tickets, Dunkin's gift cards, or just have the money sent straight to your bank account. And you can use the Upside app on gas, restaurants, grocery stores, and convenience stores. Oh, I just missed it. So 20 gallons times 12 cents. We just saved $2.40 on a fill-up. So you can download the free Upside app and use code FLYINGWHEELS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first tank of gas. You can also scan this QR code right here. Let's get back on the road. My goodness, that looks like it hit a telephone pole and it's still sitting here running. That is wild. Hey, a $500 Crown Victoria, Grand Marquis, 500 bucks, 103,000 miles. That Wrangler just sold for $6,200, which 2015, 126,000 miles is probably a great deal. This 7 Series BMW 750 is a 2011, has 49,000 miles and has cold AC. Oh, check engine light on. Do I dare gamble and risk? 49,000 mile BMW? Sounds good and the AC's cold. That is a beautiful car. What is that worth? What's crazy is that wasn't even a trade-in. Somebody donated that. So I'm at a car dealer auction / donation auction, and a lot of older people passed away, and I've said this before in videos, and their families donate their cars for the tax credit instead of trading it in or dealing with like trying to sell it, which is a headache. They just donate it and cash in and get the tax credit, like this right here. And a lot of them are old people, so you get low miles like that BMW with 41,000 miles. The family's not gonna wanna fix it. They just want it out of it. So they call a place, they come pick it up, and it's gone. I'm curious to see what that sells for. I am going to scan the VIN on this car to see what it's worth and get a history report. So this is my laser appraiser app. It shows it has 49,000 miles. It's worth $5,500. Oh my goodness, for that price, $2,000? No way. And then Carfax shows, I bet it shows one owner. 3 owners, no accidents. Let's see what it sells for. They're at $6,500, $7,000 for a 49,000 mile 7 Series BMW that was probably $100,000 new. I feel like that's worth it. It's over $7,000 now. $7,600. No, I don't want it for that. Not with the check engine light on. If the check engine light was not on, or I checked it first, I would absolutely be interested in that. So fun fact, these Toyota Priuses, their catalytic converters are worth an insane amount of money, like $1,000 for catalytic converters. So if you can buy some of these donated Priuses, junk them, scrap them, part them out, and then sell the catalytic converters, you can actually make some serious money. If you remember Rasul, who worked for me years ago, he used to buy these things and he would actually take the cats out, sell the cats, and put universal cats in, and he'd make a crazy amount of money and still had an EPA passing catalytic converter on them. So there's a $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 Honda Prius, $1,600 Prius that runs and drives. You can buy it, swap the cat out with the universal cat, sell the cat, and then sell the car for a profit twice. So I am so fascinated by this Hummer H2, but it has a lot going on. I actually think think it would be better if you just reduced the wow factor. For example, like the decals on the side, I'd probably remove the lights on the top, or maybe just put a light bar on the top, although the light bars are dated. I would remove the green. There's no need for green here. Like somebody looks like they try to do one of those artsy, like graphic murals. It looks like they took a paint pen to everything. I've seen it all over Instagram and TikTok where like an artist tries to make it look like it's a painting. I'd either faded or they didn't do an amazing job, but it looks like it was at one point pretty cool. I would probably choose a different color for this. Remove all the accents like the green. There's just a lot of things happening that aren't necessary on it. And if you just kind of like shrunk it down, and it's already a lot, you don't need more on something that's already a lot. I think this thing could be even cooler than it actually is. I want it so much. I just talked to them. The seller owner wants 16 for it. So I don't know that I want it for 16. I want it for the, is that fencing? Fence rail? I want it for like 8 to 10 because it's fun at that price. For more than that, it ties up a lot of money, and I already have an Escalade that I don't drive with no roof. No luck today. This auction is a blast. I love this place. There's a little bit of everything from 63 T-Birds to Hummers to Hyundais and Kias. There is everything here, which is really cool. I like seeing the donation cars. Unfortunately, I am going home empty-handed though. Tomorrow's another auction, so I'm gonna jump right into it after this clip.
The next day.
This I think is going to be a score because it is legitimately the cheapest Escalade I've ever bought of this body style. I love that they're coming down in price. Let's try to unlock it. Now it's not perfect. I mean, these always warp, all of that. The glove box is right here. That opens. Let's check out the window sticker. See if the window sticker's in here. Window sticker. But I can tell you the other two Escalades I bought were 2015s. So this is 2 years newer. Granted, it does have 20,000-ish more miles than the other two I purchased. Definitely a woman's car. Look at the little bedazzled valve stem caps. I think this is going to be fun to bring back to life. I've done this before with a Tahoe, and I'm going to do it with this one. So we'll get these moved. Already off to a good start. The Escalade started. Literally already off to a good start. The Escalade started. We have reversed. So let's just give it a quick testaroo. We have AC. Oof, best place to test it is out here in all these bumps. Test that suspension, the ball joints, tie rods, everything. Because if there's something wrong, this is where you would hear it and feel it. Wi-Fi network hotspot connected, huh? They paid for the Wi-Fi. Oh, jeez. Some squeaks. That's 170,000 mile squeaks. Oh, jeez. Doesn't say service suspension, though. It came with her Cap One debit card. Do I dare run it for fuel? No, of course not. Come on, guys. Do you really think I'd do such a thing? But I do have her debit card info now.
Oh, you can think about it, but don't do it.
That's weird that she left it there. We have captain's chairs. We have a folding third row, power folding third row. We have DVD players. We have navigation. We have Tony Stark's helmet right there. Oh, we have a quarter? No, we have a car wash. What is that? Canada? What is that from? You guys tell me. Where's that from? I don't know. All right, shut that. First thing I'm gonna do is remove this stuff right here. Always remove the bedazzled stuff. We'll get the rest of that off later. Headphones, remote, shifted and did not have a misfire. And there she blows. Yes, it will be a video because the wheels you can see are all chipping. The hood is wildly, wildly faded. So is the roof. And then it just generally needs some love, but the tires are great. This is a good car for the price. Let's see if there's gonna be a story behind it or if it's just gonna drive decently. There are some loose end components on this truck. It is vibrating. It is pulling to the right. It is scary. I'm going 45 miles an hour. It's gonna pull to the left now. How on earth does somebody drive a car like this on the road? This is so unsafe. And that is why state inspections are so important. Like, when's the last inspection ever done on this thing? Oh gosh, this is scary. We have a project on our hands. Okay, we have a speed bump coming up. Watch what happens. I don't know if it's better to record the car or me. Let's go with me. That was no exaggeration. It's like jumping on a pogo stick. This thing needs some love. Okay, welcome back from the auction. We're actually gonna get started on this car. Nacho has already removed the decals on the rear window. And I'm also noticing that this tire looks near brand new, but this tire does not at all. But this tire looks brand new, but this tire does not at all. So I'm seeing an issue here which doesn't make any sense because any tire and auto place knows that if you're gonna rotate the tires, you need to make sure they have at least the same amount of tread depth. So typically, if you have an all-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive car and something goes wrong, you have to replace all 4 tires. If you have a two-wheel drive vehicle or you really don't have the budget, you need to replace at least 2 tires, the same axle. So if you're replacing one on the rear, you should replace both rear tires, that same axle. If you're replacing one on the front, you should replace both in the front, that same axle. If you're doing a tire rotation and one tire looks like this and one tire looks like this, do not rotate the tires. This is terrible for your differential. This is terrible for your gears. You cannot be driving on something 1 inch taller on one side than the other. It is going to ruin your vehicle and get way more expensive from there. So the 2 tires to the rear. So we're gonna put the 2 good tires on the rear, the 2 bads on the front, and I'll probably get 2 new front tires for it too. I have to take off. Nacho's gonna get started on this. Let's catch up with him in a little bit. And meanwhile, while Nacho works on that one, let's check out this one. This is the first Escalade that I ever bought down here. This is a one owner, no accident Cadillac Escalade ESV that I bought from a dealer auction. Drove it for a month, drove it to Miami, drove it to Tampa, sold it, and then had catastrophic engine issues. Fixed it, still had catastrophic engine issues. Backed out of the deal, gave the seller back all of his money, and I sold it again. It is almost finished, and unfortunately I made $4,000 originally. It actually cost me money to sell it now after the $5,000 in repairs, but it's almost done and it's going off to another state, to another buyer, and he's gonna get new cam, new lifters, new lifter tray, new head gaskets, new coolant, new oil, fresh oil change, new dipstick, new starter, new fuel pump. Just that one cost me a lot of money. That's a bummer. And that's what's scary about buying anything GM related. I bought this one for my wife and it needed cam and lifters at 50,000 miles. So this one cost me $5,000, but I got it at a hell of a discount for that reason. So I bought a 2016 Escalade Platinum ESV for like half the money with 50,000 miles because GM makes a terrible product. They didn't used to, they do now though. And for that reason, you can buy some cheap GMs, just know that it could get costly. If you're a gambler, you could win. If you're a gambler, you could also lose. Know what you're getting into. So this Escalade actually feels unsafe to drive. Number 1, the Q screen doesn't work when you touch it. 2, like going over...
A VIP. Offer details apply. Not available in Canada.
What the heck is going on? I can't even turn that down. I can't even turn the volume down. That was weird. So I'm gonna have to fix the Q screen. Then 2 of the tires are balled to the steel belts. Wildly unsafe. The suspension bounces like you're on a trampoline, so I'm gonna have to replace the Magnaride suspension. I saw a sway bar link broken. It needs a full detail. The hood is completely faded from the Florida sun. We'll do a wet sand, then we'll cut it with a buff, and then we'll polish it. And if that doesn't work, I'll probably wrap it with like a high gloss wrap. I've never wrapped anything before, so we're gonna try that out. And anything else that car needs, we're gonna try to make it as perfect as can be. It's still a 2017, and I think it's a one owner. So there's a lot of value in this car, and I'm gonna do it for like $8,500. So in part 2, we are just going to go at it. I'm not going to try to spare any expenses. We're going to see what this thing needs and do it right. I'm pretty sure the motor mounts are terrible too, so we'll do the motor mounts as well. So make sure to follow for part 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Adios.